Alright, welcome back. We are starting up the first turn of Dominion 6, Saul Goodman, Goddess of Rus. In the beginning there was chaos. The age of chaos has ended. Now the wheel has turned once again. This is the Ascension Wars. Alright, let's go. I'm going to start talking a little bit about what we're going to do. This is our Pretender again, in case you didn't see. One thing I didn't mention last when I was designing the Pretenders, we made it an Awake Pretender. One specific reason is because this is a gem generator, and my feeling is if you get a Pretender who has gem generation, Awake is something you strongly should consider doing because you will get a full year of this gem generation. That's going to be 12 months. That's 24 fire gems out of the gate. If I took a Wake Up Pretender versus a Dormant Pretender, and then don't even get me started about the 3 or so years that it might take, however many turns it might take if you did a Imprisoned Pretender. So I really feel like this is an anti-synergy if you take anything other than Awake. Reduces Unrest. This is not really going to help us that much. Dark Vision is part of our Bless. She does get her Bless effects because she's in Dominion right now. Not a great super combatant, but we are going to be using this Pretender to expand with. Now, to that end, let's take a look at our research priorities. We started with Thaumaturgy, which is not helpful. We have no fire, and 7-year fever is really not that useful. It's a curse that the victims will not be affected during combat, but their wounds will never heal, and the victim will slowly die in the following years. So I guess it gives you disease. Great. That's not going to help us win battles, though, which is what we need. The other thing we need, if we're going to expand, is we need items. Now, unlike Dominions 5, where you started out with items, you need to actually research up to level 1 to even build the most basic magical items. So we are going to go straight for Construction 1 to get our Pretender going as quickly as possible. The next thing we're going to need is a little bit of defense magic, and Personal Bark Skin is the best I can do. Grants natural protection +7 up to 10, or +1 if already 9 or higher. If we take a look at our Pretender, Bark Skin is not as powerful as it once was, but our protection is only 3, so this will give us an extra, up to 7. So that will be our next research priority, is Alteration 1. Evocation, I would like to do level 1 just because we'll go from Fireflies to Fire Darts. They're both 1 fire. Fireflies is fatigue cost 20, Fire Darts is fatigue cost 20. It's in every way Fire Darts is better. There's 4+ effects, 6 base effects. So yeah, I'm not sure if there's any situation which Fireflies is, it shouldn't be. It's level 0 versus level 1, but I kind of think I'm going to go for Evocation 1 just to get Fire Darts sooner. And Burning Hands is good too for melee. So let's go ahead and do Evocation 1. Enchantment we also want to get, so we get Personal Regeneration, because that will make us much better. And then after that, I think we want to go for the Conjuring Obey. The reason is because Roos gets a lot of really interesting and fun summons. So we get Smargles, which are not really interesting. The Firebird, I mentioned, is a very important one. Sirin, we won't be able to contact because we don't have the right paths, but if we can get these paths, we'll be doing good. That's another reason why Rainbow Mage is so tempting for Roos, because you can get all of the summons. Summon Bears, Sacred, buff units, great for tearing down walls, and that Fire Shield and regen on them means they'll do damage that way. The Rusalka, fun. All these are fun. We'll try to get some of these, but like I said, until we get all the way up to... Azame is also good. Until we get all the way up to, God. We can't get even Cloud Villa. The Mountain Villa is the one we're going to want. Until we get to 7, we're not going to really be able to summon very much of interesting. The Mountain Villa is nice because if she is like in Dom 5, she can cure disabilities. I don't see it on here, so maybe they've changed it, but we'll find out. Okay, so anyway, that's the kind of the goal for now. We may take some breaks to get things like another level of construction or evocation, because we will want lightning bolts at some point at level 2. because we do have air magic. Okay, so that's the plan. Research. You are my random dude. You are just going to become a prophet, and that will get you level 3 of holy magic, which we'll need. Very first thing we'll do, this one has a population of 3480, income 34. It's not great. We're going to expand into Bay Pond, maybe. We are going to retreat immediately and hope that our scout gets back to Roos without a problem. We can go underground here to another plane once we actually get here. Got to be careful about this. I did this once and I was like instantly attacked a level 3 throne, and it was like, oh good, I should have looked first, shouldn't have I? Next thing, I always have to check this because it's changed. Not fort info. We want map view, control F, map filter menu. Control F. I want to see my Dominion candles. I hate it when people play this game without Dominion candles. It's so important to me. This tells us, otherwise you have to like look over here, and I mean that's not as good as seeing it on the map right now. We have one Dominion candle here, one here. There's no enemy Dominion. It's all neutral Dominion around us. Very good to know. Next we're going to recruit. Very first thing we're going to want is to get started on wizards. That takes care of my commander points. And then next we want skin shifters. That takes care of all my holy points. We're going to keep that on repeat. We'll keep that on repeat for a bit too. That leaves us 100 gold next turn to try to get some more of these, but we will not be able to afford them very well. Okay, let's go. The one problem is the UI up here is being blocked by my recording studio UI, but that's something we'll just have to deal with. Okay. The music for the game. Dominions 5 had terrible music. I'm just going to say. What? Oh, 11 previously undiscovered thrones. Okay, excellent. That's right, when you have an awake pretender, you get to find out where all the thrones are. Proclamation from Roos, we have our prophet. Relay has a prophet. And then we attacked Bay Pond. Dominions 5 music was terrible. Dominions 4 music was excellent, but had problems with it being from various artists who I think are not 100% on board. This is going to be a tough province. Not 100% on board with their music being used anymore. Successfully retreated to Roos. That's great. So they needed to get new music for Dominions 5 so that people like me would stop getting copyright claims, which was super annoying and I don't like dealing with. Dominion 6... the music's better sometimes. One thing they did bring back that I'm so grateful for is, and you might have been able to hear it, but they did bring back the interlude music for battles. That's one thing they left out with Dominions 5 that I really did not like that they did. Basically, they just played the music all the time, and when you went into battle, it didn't matter. It was still the same music. I really don't like it when games do that. Like, if you're going to have a battle between here and the strategic map, play different music. Just, it greatly enhances immersion and the enjoyment of the game for me. You really don't like it when games neglect that. Okay, so our attackers, we're going to put basically at the very front because they are melee and I want them to get in as quickly as possible. Our Roosian war hunters, they might as well be there too. And our prophet, I'm going to give our prophet a couple of bodyguards. These guys are size 3. Yes, and let's see, only the largest titans, and each square in the combat has space for 10 units, 3 humans. So if with 2 bodyguards, they'll all be in the same space. Cast a specific spell, Divine Blessing. Cast Holy Avenger in case you take some random damage, you'll do damage back. And then cast Heavenly Fire, and then advance and cast spells, and just do what you do best. You guys attack the closest enemy. You guys are on discipline. You're going to do whatever you feel like anyway. This is the way I expand. We're going into archers. So yeah, definitely want to enclose with them as quickly as possible. These guys, the Wolf Tribe, we're going to tear these guys apart, actually, with our Fire Aura. I'm going to put that there for now, the way it is. Yeah, we're out of Quatlus here. I could do this. I could get one of you, and then you can't lead, but I could get another Rusian Chieftain. For 130. All my other commanders are super expensive. I could get a priest. Oh, but then that would take away... Yep. So I could do that guy, and that's basically it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and get the wizard. Get the wizard, and we'll save our gold. We'll only get 4 sacreds this turn. Yeah. Let's just go with it. How's our research doing? We're almost at construction. Yeah, we definitely want the wizard, because if I can get an astral wizard, that will help with my my equipment generation, because I really need to get armor for this person too. But the only armor I can get access to, really, I guess I could get earth armor. We'll see what happens, but anyway, let's go. We'll talk about that in a moment. Getting our god equipped for battle. And we definitely want to. Alright, Ammon Forest, let's see what happened. We just want to get a count of the enemies here. I can't even see where my scout is, and that's just a bunch of Wolf Tribe. More importantly, it tells me how many are left, and we successfully retreated to Highlands, which means we won the fight in the Highlands. Spoilers. But we kind of knew we would anyway. So our prophet starts out blessed because we're in friendly dominion, and then he's going to cast Divine Blessing, and then these guys at the very front are going to have fire shields, and that's of absolutely no use against arrows. But, oh good, these guys are going after the archers. Oh, one of our guys got turned into a bear instantly because he took so much damage. Can we view your log? View internal numbers? No. View battle log. So the militia missed, but then hit the skin shifter for 13 points of damage. Armor defeating hit, protection reduced by 2. Damage roll 12 plus 9. 13 militia is... Oh, this is the fire shield. Okay. But the damage is 4 plus 3. Really? Militia is hit by... Oh, this is the fire shield. Okay. So 0 points of fire damage. Hits the weird bear. So where's the damage that turned him into a bear? That's kind of hard to see. Anyway. Then the weird bear hit the militia with 23 and killed him. Hit the militia with his bite for 26 and killed him. Yeah, I mean, the bears are even more brutal than the regular skin shifters. That's 30 damage. He does more damage with a great axe with an attack of 18. This is lower attack and lower damage, but there's 2 more attacks, so it's not terrible. Anyway, he's got friends now. Our bear friend is here. You're on attack closest, so they're going to reverse course and go after... Well, or maybe. They're thinking about it. They're going to go after that heavy... Yeah, they're going. It's going to take them a little bit. In the meantime, our hunters are getting torn up by heavy infantry. Not a lot of them, though. They're so outnumbered that... And that guy just got blanked by Smite. By the Heavenly Fire spell. Good to know. And our dude over here should be advancing and casting spells. Yep, there he goes. You can see him moving forward. Our sacred units are over here tearing up the archers. Again, that fire shield doing work, I expect. Was repelled. If it repels, does it not do fire shield? I guess not. Yeah, I think it looks like they can't be repelled. If they get repelled, then the fire shield doesn't trigger. Okay, well, this guy got hit by something. Oh, by a short bow. Okay. Anyway, and they're also gone berserk, so that's good. Speed it up. Yeah, the battle music in particular I don't think is good, which is too bad because I was really glad to get the battle music back in the game. But anyway, that's it. Battle over. And we lost 1 Rusian warrior. That is excellent. Even our hunters didn't die, and they face tanked some heavy infantry. Not that heavy infantry is anything to write home about, but still. All right, there we are, and there's a throne. Oh, and immediately we have an Iron Mine and the Lake of Mists. Good. We'll probably go for the Wolf Tribe next. I don't think we're going to have a problem with them. There is a lot of them. Not that many, actually. 60 versus how many did we just defeat? Significantly less. However, the Fire Shield is so going to tear these guys up. Because it's a length 0 weapon, and they're going to be... Yeah. It's a length 0 weapon. Let's just put it that way. Length 0 weapon, and the Fire Shield is 7, so you're going to take up to 7 points of fire damage, I believe. You're going to scout the throne for me. You guys, like I said, I think you're going to be fine going against these guys. And then over here... Continue to research. We're not in a great spot. I'm not sure where she's going to be able to expand to. Even if she doesn't, what I'll be using her for is in Dominion defense once we start our first war. Let's see. Let's get another wizard. Always want wizards because we're going to use them to craft items, which we can right now. Unfortunately, he can't make anything but a berserker pelt, which is trash. And he could make black steel plate, which I'm gonna do. Protection 7, but I need 5. I need 5 earth gems to do it, and I'm gonna have to alchemize them if I'm gonna get them. And I also need a shield. And the shields I can make are basically the rawhide shield, unless I also use my earth guy to make an earth shield. Or if I get a astral guy. Because, yeah, you can also make a shield, but they're gonna be expensive. Getting this many earth gems is not going to happen right away. I may have to settle for a rawhide shield in the short term. And then, of course, I also want to get a weapon. It's going to be the fire sword. I think that's the best I can do. 1, 10, 1, 1, 1, and 10. You can make, again, the black steel sword, which is basically better. I'd rather have that than the fire sword. The fire sword is just one more additional damage, but that's not what I care about. The hardwood club, you know, I can make it too, but it's crap. So, anyway, there we go. We're going to get one more of these guys, then we're going to see what we can alchemize and forge. If we're really lucky, we'll get an astral path mage, and that's precisely what I want. Here, we are going to add... yeah, we're going to go ahead and add defense. We'll go up to 5. And that's it, basically. It's time for the next turn. Hopefully these guys don't get smashed by Wolf Tribe. I don't imagine they will. Some heavy battles going on for the first 2 turns. Alright, we're going to see the forest first. So they're all coming in, they're undisciplined, there's a ton of them, but like I said, hopefully this fire shield is going to mess them up. We will see. We'll look at the logs and try to get an idea. Yeah, see, that guy already got put on fire. Hits him, but then he gets hit with the fire shield. Yeah, 5 points of damage. 0 points of fire damage is not great. Now we'll see what happens here. Oh, come on. He's barified. Oh. Unfortunately, we can't see the log of the guys that got killed. We do know that that fire shield's hitting. And it hits them a lot because they attack twice with those length 0 daggers. So fire shield's very good against them. Not as good against, like, long spears. Ooh, that guy's sending out vine arrows. That's new. Used to be vine arrow was just 1 at a time. Looks like... No, it's hard to tell. How many fire guys have I got out there? Looks like I still got all 5 of them. That's one thing I love about Rus, is these early sacreds, they're just about indestructible. So, good news. Alright, that's all we really need to see. the rest of them get away. Rusian warriors and Rusian hunters, they're all dying. 11 of them. All right, we're going to have to go back for reinforcements, unfortunately. Might Marsh, tell me what the throne is defended by. A bunch, of wizards. Okay, this guy, I don't know what he's going to end up casting. This guy can summon some elementals. Furious warriors, body ethereal. And I want to take a look at that wizard. This isn't going to be too tough. Got Mist Form, Furious Warriors. What does that do? I'll have to look it up. You're the one casting it. Battle Fury. Attack skill +2. Okay. That's interesting. That might be a fire spell. Let's see if we can find out. It's not going to be there. No. Is it going to be an enchantment? No, don't research enchantment. Tell me what's in here. Furious something or another. I'll look for it later, guys. I don't want to keep you watching me going through all that. We're going to get enchantment here in a sec. We've already got alteration. We still don't have what we really wanted. Okay. We're going to have to alchemize. We need good armor for her, for one thing. The best armor I can get her, really, is going to be this earth armor. The black steel plate. I don't have any other options with these others. Best weapon I'm going to be able to get her is going to be a fire sword, so we're going to queue that up. And then best shield, probably the rawhide shield. So we'll get that queued up. And then with what I have left, I need to come up with basically 5 earth gems in order to forge this armor. Oof. Kind of sucks, but needs to be done. Okay, so let's do some alchemy. If you screw up on this screen, you need to remember that you can push X to undo. We get a lot of fire gems. So first we need to convert them to astral pearls. Then we need to convert our astral pearls to earth gems. I need more of them. I hate to use up air, but that's really the only option I have. See how expensive this is getting already. Let's do X, because I believe she has a ton of fire gems. So that's useful. Fire gems I got up the wazoo. So we're going to do alchemy again. And let's just get all of the pearls we can. And then... Oof. So expensive. But we want to get this off the ground. I don't necessarily recommend rushing quite like this, but it's the hand you're dealt. Like I said, if we'd gotten an astral mage, we could forge an alternative armor with astral pearls, which would be so much more efficient. But we didn't, and I want to get her out there doing work, so we're going to give her black steel plate. Black steel plate, shield, sword, and she'll be ready to go into this dominion over here. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to walk it. She might even be able to go up against these cavalry. But I may attack the cavalry with my regular dude over here. These guys, if her dominion spreads there, she'll be okay. I can probably do it. We'll see how that pans out in the next episode. These are going to be kind of short episodes, so I can get some of them out quickly. We'll just finish up here with our recruitment. Again, let's get not the priest, sorry, the wizard to keep buffing our what's it called? Research. And like I said, we also really want to get astral going, so that we want one of these guys who has astral so that we can start casting firebirds when the time comes. These guys can get astral and fire, which they need, but that's kind of a waste of their use, a waste of their time, in my opinion. She has 11 versus he has 11. 175. Upkeep is 140. What's the more efficient researcher here? Yeah, he's still a more efficient researcher. 158 versus 140. This is really the guy to use to do research. So, yeah, I want to get him. I want to get an astral version of him. All right, so yeah, this guy's going to move back, get reinforcements. He'll take this one, and she should be ready to move out here to Winna or Bandit Hills and take on them. Barbarians, I also don't want her to deal with, but anyway. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.